Hello students, today we will discuss about importance of psychological imagination. Generally, people have strong notions of their superiority over others. This mentality is a very harmful for society. If all the people in a society have this mentality, there will be conflict and confirmation, so the best way to get rid of his mentality and other personal bias is to understand the opinion of others. We should imagine within ourselves as if we were talking to those people who are opposed in our own point of view. While listening to the arguments of others and using our psychological imagination, we cannot get rid of our own thought of superiority. In this essay, How to Avoid Foolish Opinions, Bertrand Russell tells us that we should try our best to develop healthy thoughts in life. For this, we should first of all avoid having foolish opinions about other persons and their convictions. We should not have prejudices against anything. If some people have such opinion as irritate or hurt us, we should not criticize them. Instead of this, we should try to understand their viewpoint. Observation, conversation, and psychological imagination can help us in understanding others' opinions. We should try to be free from dogmatism by talking to men of different opinions. Above all, we should not consider ourselves superior to others because there may be many others much superior to us. Foolish opinions and prejudices help none, and so they should be discarded. According to Bertrand Russell, people in this world are generally prone to foolish thoughts. There are men who think that they are superior to women. There are also people who think that their nation is superior to that of other people. Such thoughts are very fatal to the health and general atmosphere of human society. These thoughts are not only harmful, they also encourage dogmatism, intolerance, and even violence in society. In fact, most of the prejudices, controversies, and confrontations in the world are the result of thinking ourselves superior to others. If there is the result of thinking ourselves superior to others, if there is so much tension, conflict, and savagery prevalent in society, it is because of the lack of psychological imagination. People have to understand that the universe is very large and there may be certain beings superior to ourselves as we are to jellyfish. According to Bertrand Russell, observation is very essential for avoiding foolish opinions which lead to dogmatism. We can easily get rid of strong and false opinions if we just observe things and then form our opinions. For instance, Aristotle had an opinion that women have fewer teeth than men. In fact, he never tried to confirm it, although he could do so by counting the teeth of his wife. Like Aristotle, many ancient and medieval authors were a victim of dogmatic views simply because they ignored the method of observation. So the writer's advice is that we should always go through the process of observation if we want to be broad-minded and liberal. Human beings' foolish opinions and prejudices help none, so they should be discarded through observation. Russell says that sometimes a person has dogmatic approach. It is not good, so he suggests how to get rid of such dogmatism according to him. A good way to get rid of certain kinds of dogmatism is to become aware of opinions held in social circles different from your own. Personally, the writer found it very profitable when he stayed outside of his own country. He suggests that if you cannot travel, then meet the people with whom you disagree or read a newspaper belonging to opposite party. If they seem to you mad or perverse, remind yourself that you also seem so to them. According to Bertrand Russell, both men and women in this world have got their own personal vice. Men often think that they are superior to women. Likewise, women may also consider themselves superior to men. Some people have the personal vice as regards their nation and consider their own nation to be the best one. Such narrow thoughts create a lot of tension and conflict in society, so no effort should be spared to avoid such thoughts. Psychological imagination can help us a lot in this matter. We must imagine that if we are superior to others, there may be many in the world who are superior to us. We should not forget that life of man on this earth is very limited and we cannot claim superiority over others without knowing and meeting them. Bertrand Russell tells about foolish opinions which people are generally prone to. They are not able to avoid them. Only a superhuman genius is required for this purpose. But it is possible to avoid foolish opinions. There are a few simple rules which can keep a person away from silly errors. If something can be understood by observation, then a person should make the observation himself. But often it is not so. People do not confirm what they hear from others. Russell says that thinking that you know when in fact you don't is a fatal mistake to which we are all prone. Such people make dogmatic statements without verifying their truth. Thus, according to Russell, observation is important. Then the author talks about passionate convictions. Those who cherish passionate convictions have their own vices. If they hear any opinion contrary to theirs, they get angry and begin to indulge in unjust discussions. The most savage controversies are those about matters as to which there is no evidence. Russell suggests that a good way of ridding yourself of a certain kinds of dogmatism is to become aware of opinions held in social circles different from your own. Living in other countries may help us in getting rid of our prejudices. Thus, the authors advise that we should know the opinion in the society around us. Psychological imagination is also helpful for a better living. It makes us free from strong notions and dogmatic beliefs. That this method is useful because it is beyond the limitation of time and space. If we have the power of imagination and psychological insight, we can hold imaginary dialogues with our opponents. This method makes people less dogmatic and more reasonable in their opinion as they learn to listen to others' opinions. Then flattering opinions that satisfy self-esteem should be avoided. Many people consider themselves superior to others. Their argument is that only men have proved their excellence as the poets and scientists. But they forget that men are great criminals also. We consider our nation superior to all others. Seeing that each nation has its characteristics, merits and demerits, we adjust our standard of value so as to make out that the merits possessed by our nation are the really important ones, while its demerits are completely trivial. And Rochelle advised that people should be liberal in their attitude regarding self-esteem. We should be ready to accept others' merit. Also, we should always think that others may also be superior to us. The writer therefore advised people to be liberal in their attitude regarding self-esteem. We live in a very large universe which is full of sorts of people, great or small, high or low, talented or dull, so we should always accept it as it is. The thought that others too may be superior to or greater than us should always occupy our minds. Bertrand Russell's essay How to Avoid Foolish Opinions is a logical and thought-provoking piece of writing. In it, he has given us valuable suggestions regarding the need of broad and wise thoughts in life. He is worried that most of the people in this world are given to various foolish opinions. He considers it a silly error and advises people to observe some very simple rules to get rid of the weakness. The first simple rule, according to Russell, is the method of observation. Okay, we should not believe everything all at once. Instead, we should try to confirm it ourselves. He explains his point by giving the example of Aristotle, the great philosopher and thinker of the world. Aristotle had a firm belief that women have fewer teeth than men, but he never tried to confirm it, although he could do it quite easily by counting the teeth of his wife.